Buonasera. My name is George Latimer. Don't let Latimer fool you. Mother's maiden name, Mainero. George Latimer, Westchester County Executive, and we're here to honor our Italian-American brothers and sisters on Italian Heritage celebration here at the McKellian Office Building in downtown White Plains. I'm honored to be joined by many individuals in county government, elected officials, and important appointed officials. Let me make a couple of quick recognitions. We have with us here our County Clerk, Tim Idoni. We'll hear from him in a minute. We have the Mayor of White Plains, Tom Roach. Our Deputy County Executive, Ken Jenkins. The Chair of our Westchester County Board of Legislators, Vedat Gashi. And honorable members of the board, Nancy Barr, Erica Pierce, Judah Holstein, and the minority leader, Margaret Kunzio. We also have Ellen Hendricks, Town Councilwoman in Greenberg, Crystal Collins from our executive team, and Carolyn Fortino, who is our Deputy Director of Communications behind the camera. I want to recognize our county attorney, John Nona.
Nolan.
Oh, we have James Nolan. How could I miss Jim? Sorry. And it's not because he's Irish, because I'm half Irish. We'll see you on St. Patrick's Day. We have with us as well some very important people that are going to share a few words. We have the Italian flag to raise. We also have a fabulous singer who's going to lead us in both the Italian and the American national anthems. This is a day of great pride for those of us who have Italian-American heritage. But we have pride in Westchester for all of the many different ethnicities that make up this mosaic. I'm fond of saying that the first two letters in the word Westchester is we. And this county has been built by all of these different ethnic groups. We get together in February and we celebrate Chinese Lunar New Year and we eat. We get together in March, we celebrate the Irish American community. I think we drink more then, but we eat then too. And we celebrate our African American heritage and our Hispanic heritage. We celebrate the Albanians are coming up in Diwali with the Hindu population and our Jewish community, and our Muslim community. This county is strong because we are unified. And we don't see in our differences something negative, but rather something positive. Today we look at the contribution of the Italian-American community. The Italian-American community has contributed to us. Our Director of Consumer Affairs, Jim Mesano. Jim, give us a wave. And we have had prior county executives, Andy Spano and Rob Astorino, Al Del Bello, Italian Americans who have contributed to this county, and we've had in so many different areas of substance that we're grateful that this community is so strong, so willing to give back to the community, and have given so much to the American experience. Let me make sure that you know that we have here with us the Italian Heritage and Culture Committee Incorporated. We have our friends from the Antonio Meucci Lodge in White Plains. We also have the Westchester Putnam Career Center, Alzheimer's Association Hudson Valley Chapter, SUNY Westchester Community College, Manhattanville University, and members of the Yonkers Kiwanis Club. Yay. I'm going to ask the highest ranking Italian American, he's got a little more Italian blood than I do, our county clerk, Tim Idoni, to join us at the microphone. Tim.
I'm not sure how you measure how much Italian blood you have, but George, thank you very much. And I feel like we're talking away from the crowd here, but thank you all for being here on behalf of the whole Italian-American societies in Westchester County. One of the great things that I remember, especially back to my days as the mayor of New Rochelle, were the mutual aid societies that grew from the Italians who came to our country back in the 1890s through 1920 or so. Grandfather Vincenzo and my grandmother Rosaria had 13 children, so they added to the Italian population here. But he worked at the Kensico Dam, which was stonemasons from southern Italy built an awful lot of Kensico Dam. So every time I go to the dam, I think of Grandpa and think of that was just one small thing that the Italians did give to our county and continue to give to our county. Thank you so much for being here. I know George has a long agenda. I just want to thank you so much for supporting us, supporting this great county, and supporting our Italian culture. God bless you all. Thank you.
Somebody asked me, how did Tim have more Italian-American heritage? He has 4 great-grandparents that are Italian-American. I only have 3. One of them married a German. What do I know? We're also joined by another great Italian-American who runs another great department of county government, Ron Tocci, our head of the Veterans Affairs. Ronnie, former New York State Assemblyman. We're also joined by County Legislator Jewel Williams-Johnson. And whisper the other ones that show up because I'm facing the wrong way. I can't see. Next up, if you go to, if you start out, many of us who have Italian-American heritage are from the southern part of Italy, from Calabria and from Bari and Abruzzi, and in my case, Benevento and Naples and so forth. And when you get up north, you get north of Rome, you go up to Florence, Firenze, you go up to Venice, you go all the way up to the northernmost part of Italy called Ireland. Tom Roach, mayor of the city of White Plains. Tom. Where are you, Tom? Come speak. This is your city, Tom. Thank you for letting us use your sidewalk.
Well, thank you, George. And it's my pleasure to be here with everyone in White Plains. We are the birthplace of the state of New York, and more importantly, the home of the Antonio Meucci Lodge. We have great bocce courts. We do everything we can. But you know, growing up in this area, I certainly have been exposed. I'm all Irish. I spent $100 to find out I'm 96% Irish, 4% miscellaneous Northern European, which I presume is Vikings. But I will say that I certainly in our family have plenty of marriages that are Italian and Irish, and those are where we like to go for all the holidays, for the food. But it is, look, we live in a country of immigrants. What gives this country energy is the constant influx of people that are strivers, that want to do something better for themselves, for their family, and benefit the nation that they come to. And Italian Americans are right there in the front of the line there, with all the work that you've done, excelled in every occupation, every profession, and made this a better country to live in. So it's great to honor, and as the county does, we do our flag raisings over on our side too, to recognize the fact that we're proud of the diversity we have in our city, and we're proud of all the histories of everybody here to make this a better place. So, and let's go Mets, I have to say.
Just a couple of more greetings, then we'll get down to business. The chair of the Board of Legislators, the Honorable Vedat Gashi. Vedat. He comes from the other side of the Adriatic.
We're Italians by a different name, Albanians. There's a lot of Albanian Americans that draw their history through Italy, including Commissioner Tocci. Tocci has told us he's in our best. Obviously, we recognize and appreciate the Italian-American community, and I don't want to keep you guys away from the food either, but I will also mention the Meucci Lodge so we can get another cheer, I guess. All right. Thank you all.
And one more person I'd like to share a few thoughts with us. I think he comes from a little further south in Italy. Ken Jenkins.
Well, I want to make sure that we recognize again, because again, we have such a gorgeous mosaic here in Westchester County, and certainly there's nothing that makes it better than the Anthony Meucci Lodge, right? Wait. It didn't have the chair right? The Anthony Meucci Lodge, right? And George knows that it would not be an Italian-American celebration if I don't recognize the great history and connection to all the Sicilians, because Sicilians are just strong African swimmers. Let's get that flag.
Love it. Very good.
All right, enough frivolity. Let's get serious here. Dr. Lucrezia Lindia. She is from the Italian Heritage and Culture Committee, head of the board of directors. Please, Lucrezia, we always love having you here. Please come to the microphone. Mr.
doctor. I didn't have the money.
Oh, I didn't give
to
you
go.
the doctorate?
I didn't have money to go for a doctor.
Consider it a battlefield promotion.
Okay, it's an honor and a privilege to be here tonight and to represent the Italian Heritage and Cultural Committee from New York City. This year's poster is Verrazzano, Giovanni Verrazzano. We are celebrating the 500 years of Verrazzano sailing through the north part of America. In January, and let me tell you a little bit about it. In January 1524, Giovanni da Verrazzano, under the French king Francis I, he sailed the New World and landed in what nowadays is called North Carolina. Then he sailed northward, exploring the eastern coast of North America. He made several discoveries under the voyage. New York Harbor, which 85 years before Henry Hudson entered the Bay of New York. So I'm just going to point out again. Henry Hudson entered the Bay of New York 85 years after Verrazzano, okay? Then he went north, of course, and he did explore and found Black Island and Narragansett. In the second voyage, he followed the coast of Brazil. And the third voyage, he explored the Florida coast, Bahamas, and the Lower Antilles, where he was captured by the cannibals and killed while his brother Girolamo, from far, was watching the scene. Giovanni da Verrazzano was different from all the other explorers because his goal was not to find gold or claim land, but to explore the New World. In fact, in his Sailor's Codex, Verrazzano wrote letters to King Francis I, describing in detail the eastern coastline, including its geography with its flora and fauna, its inhabitants, the custom, and the tradition, while his brother Girolamo drew the map and all the other details. A rare manuscript of this codex is in the Morgan Library and Museum in New York City. So please go and visit the museum and look for the codex. And also there we have the first globe. Make sure to look at it. It's beautiful, really, really in detail. If I was in a classroom right now, one of my students would ask me why we had to wait until 1951 for Verrazzano statue to be placed in the Battery Park in New York City. Well, I don't have an answer for that, but I have another answer for you. I can tell you that in 1951, April 17, the governor, Rockefeller, named that April 17, 1951, Verrazzano Day, spelled with one Z. And when he had to wait, and we had to wait until October 1st, 2018, for Governor Andrew Cuomo to sign in the bill to correct the misspelling of Verrazzano. As today, the Verrazzano Bridge has a double Z, of course, and also the streets, they have a double Z. There is only one street that still is not corrected, but I'm sure that pretty soon will be corrected.
Westchester?
No, it's not. Maybe is it? I am not going to talk about the Verrazzano Bridge because you can Google or you can pick up one of our bookmarkers upstairs and you can read about it. I wanted to talk about two personal experiences. The first one is on April 17. I joined the other Italian Heritage and Cultural Committee members and many friends from the Italian American community to help for Staten Island Ferry to make a symbolic trip honoring Verrazzano's arrival in New York Harbor. At the return, we met with the governor of New York, the governor of New Jersey, the general consul of Italy, the general consul of France. with members of the Italian American Leadership Forum and many other dignity to kick off the 500 years anniversary of Verrazzano. But my best experience was when in July, my husband, Francesco Lindia, organized a trip to visit the Castello of Verrazzano in Greve in Piave, which is the birthplace of Verrazzano. 38 people from Westchester, mostly retired teachers, okay, from Westchester County, from Connecticut, Massachusetts, and Florida. We visited, besides visiting other places in Italy, we visited the Castello di Verrazzano. Now, on our arrival, we were welcomed with sympathy by the owner of the Castello of Verrazzano, Luigi Capellini, who in front of the castle, he pointed to 3 small, round stones. There we find out that during the construction of the Verrazzano Bridge, there was an exchange of stones. In fact, 3 large stones, the size of my arms, like this, okay, were taken from the Castello of Verrazzano and sent to the United States, to New York, actually, while 3 round small stones from the bridge were sent to Italy, to the Verrazzano Castle, to replace the large stone then were taken out. And here I have quite a few people from Westchester that were with us. Well, raise your hand if you were with us. Lisa, raise your hand. Okay. Well, now, after that, Mr. Capellini took us inside the castle and gave us a tour of the castle where we visited the museum, gave us a detailed presentation on Giovanni da Verrazzano's voyage. We visited the wine cellar and the vineyards and ended the evening with a wonderful dinner accompanied by 5 different matching wines. And eravamo tutti felici e soddisfatti. And now, on behalf of Joe Shame, our president of Italian Heritage Cultural Committee, and the entire board, I would like to present to our George Latimer this year's poster.
Margaret Kunzio, please join me here.
I think we have.
Oh, wow, this is beautiful.
Beautiful.
If we go like this, we don't see.
There you
Maybe
go.
we should go in front. Maybe we should go in front.
Come out this way.
Let's do
Yeah,
it through
Better if we go in front.
very nice. Put it down, put it down, put it down so they can see. It was covered.
Now, Vedat is going to join me because you, Lucretia, have to receive something from us. Vedat, please come and join me.
And did that.
The Board of Legislators,
Eh.
the Board of Legislators and the County Executive's Office has a beautiful proclamation for you. I'm not going to read it. That's why I left my reading glasses upstairs. But it says wonderful things about Verrazzano. I'm just checking 2 Z's. And we passed the test. From a grateful Westchester County for all of your work in Italian heritage.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. That was a wonderful explanation. Jimmy?
And I just wanted to say that on October 30, Wednesday, October 30, a group, folkloristic group, which is of origin Albresce, it's coming to Westchester Community College for a beautiful performance. So please join us.
Thank you. Thank you, Lucretia. Thank you. Just wanted both Jim Mazzano and Ron Tochi, you were taking notes because it's going to be on the final exam, right? All that stuff, right? You got it? You're good. Great. Very good. 2 Z's. Just like ZZ Top. We have, next we have our wonderful, talented singer, Teo Ricciardella, who is going to lead us in the 2 national anthems, and at the appropriate time, the flag will be raised. Please. It's an honor to have you with us to share your talent again. Thank you, Tim.
Fratelli d'Italia, l'Italia se desta, nell'elmo di Scipio se cinta la testa, dove la vittoria le porga la chioma che schiava di Roma, Iddio la creò. Fratelli d'Italia, l'Italia se desta, dell'elmo di Scipio se cinta la testa, dove la vittoria le porga la chioma, che schiava di Roma Iddio la creò. Stringiamoci a corte, siamo pronti alla morte, siamo pronti alla morte, l'Italia chiamò. Stringiamoci a corte, siamo pronti alla morte, siamo pronti alla morte, l'Italia chiamò. Sì! Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we held at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, oh, the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land and of the free? And the home of the brave. Bravo, bravo. Teo Ricciardella.
It's time to eat. Mangia. Grazie. Thank you very much. Let's go upstairs. We can, I assume we're going to go the Court Street side, and let's go and enjoy each other's fellowship and company. Viva Italia. Thank you very much for being with us today.